Evening all, and welcome back to Factory Town. So I haven't really left the game running as long as I probably should have between episodes, because I've been toying with the idea of how to do this whole getting these systems up here, these raw materials up here, quicker than we currently are. And I'll turn the mines off because I think I found a way that I like, that satisfies me quite well. We need 3 lines that go up here, and we have a base in the way, so we can't do it in the centre. But 2 of these materials, the coal and the iron, aren't used anywhere by us. As in when we put down buildings or anything, it's not used. We never use coal or iron for anything. Stone, however, we do. Stone is used for barns, and we do need that. So stone being in the base is not a bad thing. Now, I don't want to overfill the base with stuff. That's not a good idea to do at all. So I will be feeding into the base and then taking out the base the other side. And I'm going to have, once we unlock the logistics, which is still a very long way away, 45 away, so hours away now, I will have a system where if the base has more than, say, 500 stone in it, we'll stop the mine from working. I think we can turn off the grabber. Pretty sure we can turn off the grabber via advanced logistics. So we'll do that via logic. We'll go turn off the grabber. The grabber will no longer grab from the mine. The mine can still grab the iron and the stone. It'd be fine. But the grabber will stop working, and then the base will just basically go, "Hey, I'm now over 500. Stop." Simple as that. And I think that's going to work pretty well for us. Now, the reason I'm kind of seeing this is going to work is because right here on our rails, we have a gap underneath. And chutes will go under there. You can see there, chutes will fit under that gap. I haven't actually tested whether stuff will go through them chutes. I should do that first. Let's pause the game. Because once you can't actually remove the chutes once you've put them down. That's fortunate. You have to remove the block above, then you can remove the chute. There we go. And put things back in where they were. Let me double check whether they can act underneath there, shall we? Let's I'll do it with stone because I don't mind that. Let's just do that there, and yep, that's fine. Okay, and then we want to just go and grab a chute, go that way, put that there. I suppose I need someone to put it in the other end, don't I? Let's put another barn in. Let's do that there. Okay. There. Can't remove that chute. Oh. That you've got to unfortunately remove the blocks above it and do it. It's a little awkward to do it that way, but I'm fine with that because it's fine. It's not a problem. Okay, so well, by default, because we don't have anything grabbing, we need a grabber there to face this way, like so. Yeah, look, they all come out. They all go underneath, and you can't even see them through the chutes. They end up in the bottom of the chute, which is a little odd, but you can't see them through the rails, so that I like a lot. Another grabber. Don't want that. Unfortunately, you can't remove the grabber. I think no, you can't remove the grabber. You've got to do the whole move block down rebuild the system, which is a little annoying, but then I suppose once it's in place, it's fine. So they can move that, so that means our coal and our iron could technically come straight from our mines onto the tracks and zoom, gone. Just the stone that would have to come down and end up in the centre. And that's not a terrible thing, because our stone mine is lined up. If I was to rotate it around, it'd be on this line here. We follow that line down there, and there, line there. We end up smack bang in the middle of our path. So we come straight down to here and then turn that way, and it would work absolutely fine. Now, I know I also said I didn't really like the idea of getting rid of the fences here, have an issue with that, but something else I discovered as well, because of this thing here, which I've actually put a fence back there instead of. Before I had I had it like this, and if I put a cart in here, the cart can pass through there. You can travel like that, so we can break thing, end up going the wrong way down roads and stuff like that. However, if I remove that, and if I put in a wooden arch, like so, because it's on the ground floor, he can't path there. He's got to go, he's taken that weird route around the outside doing odd things. He can't actually path right next door to it. He just can't through there, and it looks kind of like a fence when you do it that way as well. If I remove all those and put them in, oh, and imagine they would have obviously all that on top. It does look like it's just fenced off at the bottom, so I'm fine with that. That looks okay to me. I don't mind that at all. It won't screw up our system here for moving things around. We do have it on the edge here anyway, where that doesn't work. But I mean, I could always fence off this whole line down here, with the exception obviously right next to the base. So then carts have no choice. They can't go around like he's doing there. He can't just walk down this road and then go, I'm going to go around there. He'd have to come all around the base and come back in, because the only way for him to get to the apothecary would be to travel down here, go around and come to this side of it. So he could either go up and around or around here and back. If that might work. It is going to be a lot of wood. Then I'm not that fussed about that, honest. Would also like to put in that there. The carts can do whatever they want to do there. I just need to figure out a way to get our coal mine and iron mine onto as well, because they're not. Well, they're not square. That doesn't particularly matter. It's the crossing that's the problem. Obviously, the stone mine is going to cross this chute here, which I suppose isn't a problem, because I can have crosses, but I don't want to do that because then they get stuck with each other. I have this one higher than that one, I suppose, but then it's got to always come down. It can't ever go up. So they've got to end up on the same level as underneath here. So and I mean that is, of course, unless I want to put another barn in. Because I do really. Got 2 barns worth of stuff here. I don't really think I need a barn of iron and that, especially at the other end. We're going to have the barns anyway, so you get rid of this iron, this coal barn, and just have it come along and go straight along. This is the only awkward one, because this mine's actually lower level than what we're aiming for. I do wooden arches all along there. I don't see a reason why not. Does involve changing things up a fair bit. And wherever we've got roads, we wouldn't have the wooden arches, we'd obviously just have the... So let's do that, because you can remove the bottom row here. Do their whole wonderful floaty thing. So they're not all that fussed about it. And here, obviously, we're going to have stuff as it is. I do need to get rid of the train balancing thing there. And probably put it on the end somewhere, I think. I still want them to slow down, but I can't have it here because I need the correct things for... If I had a slope there like I had, the chutes would stop. They get hit and stop. Yeah, that's a problem. Also, chutes. How much do chutes cost? They cost 1 wooden plank. Right. So, if I was to say I want to shoot still going down under again. I suppose I could leave them 2 barns there. They're fine. And just come out the barns. So if I did this, we won't ever do that because of... Ah yes, of course. This is the only other place we need to change things up a little bit. I need to move those. Need to put in some those. That having a gap there doesn't matter, because even if a cart comes up here and wants to turn that way, he could only go back down or that way, so that does not matter at all. And I think I just want to go straight across there because we have the turning down already. That should be fine. So that, yeah, that works. Okay, and we'll go to the end of the bridge. Okay. And then the same on the other side. We should go from the end of the bridge all the way to here with no problems, he says. Not very confidently. And then we can remove the train stops because they're not needed anymore. Trains don't even need to come down this far, really. But they are, so it doesn't matter. And although I don't technically have to, you can put on a chute like that. I don't want to. I want to have it turn it in properly, and I don't need to do that. Yeah. So we want to shoot, and we want to say, we want to be going that way for that one, there, and that way for that one there. Okay, then we'll grab it on them. Grabber that way there, and then a grabber that way there. Okie dokie. Right, okay, so that means our iron and our coal can go back into business, and they're fine and happy and dandy. The stone, however, I do want to change up or move or do so. Well, if it's going into the actual base, I might not change it up at all. What I might do is I might remove those trees there and have the can we do that there? I don't even know whether I can actually bring that out along there. I'm not sure how tall that actually is. I need to basically do some very odd looking stuff. That, and the mine that way. And then do that. Oh my god, that does look weird. Very bloody weird. That's actually going to be well too high, I feel. Wonder if I can change this up. Let's change this up a little bit here. Doing that whole weird sort of I don't quite know what I'm doing here thing. Can't be a wooden arch. It's gonna have to be a wooden pillar. Like so. Copy that, and then we do. Not look right. Why does that not look right? I think because I should do that. There we go. That looks better. That looks a bit more realistic. Okay, realistic. And I'm going to actually remove a whole line of stone here. Because that means I can then go and do this to there. That should work underneath there. Yeah, they will come through there. That'll be fine. That'll work. Okay. But it's going up one there. That's the problem. Right. Did think there was some weird thing going on there. Can I flatten that all down? Yes, I can. Awesome. There we go. So that's now running completely straight through that giant stone there. And we'll end up, I think, at the wrong height. I'm not entirely sure though. Build thing here. So it's going to be like that, and then we're going to have one in the centre there and one there. We're going to have that. I really hate that it removes the road. Oh dear. There we go. Right. And then we want to have a have a better grasp on the controls. I think. Well, that's interesting. Somehow managed to remove the block without removing the railway. Anyway, so we want to go underneath there, and we want to go to there, to there. That's on the correct level. Awesome. Right. So we are getting somewhere. So, okie dokie. And this does not even need to have to be that tall. This does not have to be in English. It has no need to be as tall as that. That's what I was trying to say there, and managed to fluff that up completely. We want that there. There. We want god damn it. That. And I don't think I need to go that tall. As I just think I said. Move those. and then 2 there, and then a line to there. Okie dokie, right. And that means these 2 mines are output into barns, or this one's output into a silo to a barn because we've got a tunnel going on here. I guess we'll keep. I'm fine with that. That it looks a bit weird. Maybe a little better once the bridge is in. I mean, I could always cut the land back in here if I really wanted to. Have this little like cove and have the bridge come out of it, but whatever, later. So that's that. That's going to work like so, which is good and happy and awesome. I do want to get the stone out of these 2 barns though. Don't know quite how I'm going to achieve that. Because I can't cross this one here, although the base can hold enough for that. But let's say we turn off that one there, and then we go and put in a temporary outcoming that and line that. Okay, and it's round. So shoot in that. And grab a grabber. Put a grabber in underneath, which I can't see. This is the only bit that is a little annoying, is that sometimes you just can't see what you're doing. So here, yeah, I need to actually remove that and put in blocks like that. Otherwise, we are going to end up putting things on the wrong belts and doing things entirely the wrong way. I think I'm going to turn off that one as well for the moment, and then we'll unpause the game and see what happens here. Here we go. We're going to get loads of stone pouring into the base. Yay! I think we have stored up here 200 and something, which is fine. The base can easily hold 200 stone. No problem whatsoever. Our iron does have a small advantage on our coal, but then the iron has a disadvantage of not having as much iron around it. Plant more iron around it, I suppose. Yeah, technically I could plant more iron around it. That's what it is, technically. Also, I might square off some of these things, but I could unlock that yet. Can I actually plant iron? Place iron ore. Yes, I can. I will do that then. There we go. And I also place it on. Oh god, that was wrong. Right. Farming, mining, down the bottom. Place iron ore. I can even place it along here. Look at this. That's awesome. We don't want it there. That was a mistake. Nah, whatever. It can stay there for a minute. Okay. Build up some iron ore around here, I suppose. Run out of iron ore. There we go. Okie dokie. Yeah, you're grabbing all that. We don't actually need those 2 there. I am going to remove them because I think we're going to come in with the stone. And of course, the more this has, the faster it goes. So this was running at I don't know what speed, but this is now running at 475%, which is much better than before. However, obviously these are going to start. We are going to end up at. We're going to deplete our resources because the iron I put down ends up about 50, 60 in each one. We need mana to redo that, and I don't know how. At the moment, we're leaving natural resources. Entirely sure how to do that. Right, you are empty. You can go. You are empty. You can go. And that line can go. You are soon to be empty, and then you'll be able to go, and that will do. And this isn't really affecting our carts in any way because they still have the line across there to go. I don't think I'm actually going to put in the barriers on the edges as I've done before, like I did here. I don't think I'm going to do that yet. I think we'll leave that one for the minute. Right, you're done, so you can go now. And our carts can go. They do need somewhere to spread out again, but that's okay. Some of those carts won't actually ever get anything in now because they're just completely redundant, so I could put them on bread duty. I think. Maybe not. Running out of flour. Alright, flour. You're not getting enough corn. You're not getting enough grain because you don't have enough grain farms. Okie dokie. So our temporary farm here is also falling apart. Right. That was, I think, to be expected at some point. I think we'll just extend this farm out properly. Build it. I was to square off that land there. Just grow farms around it, I suppose. Yeah. Yeah, why not? That's something that could be done. But anyway, right. So this is doing things here. What do we run out of here? We run out of iron. Why have we run out of iron? We run out of iron because we don't have any iron coming up here, which makes sense because we turned it off. So, first things first, some things may have to change here. The iron is coming up this line, and coal is coming up this line. And iron is going to cross the coal, which is not really something we want it to do, because it's going to block our coal. So maybe, just maybe, I need to swap these two around, and I think everything would still work just perfectly well if we did swap them around. Other than the fact that we've got loads of coal at the moment that can't really go anywhere. I think if I was to say you are going to become coal, you are going to become iron, then all our carts are empty, so that's not really important now. Okie dokie. We need to somehow grab the coal out of here and put it in there, into there. Yep, right. So this sounds like a job for a chute. Going to be a magic floating chute. Much as I dislike them, gotta be that way. That's probably too high, isn't it? Probably. Find out. Bomb. Unpause. No, it's not. There we go. Awesome. Right. Do turn you off for the moment. I'm also going to unlink that because I didn't want to do that. I'm going to turn you off as well, so you're not grabbing any more. And we're going to switch you to being coal. Basically means we can filter this one out and hopefully empty at least one of these. I think. May have to manually clear this conveyor off, I think, which you can do with the move tool. And run the move tool over a conveyor. And remove the items from it. Okay, now that's going to be iron ore. That's better. And we're just dropping all the coal into that one here. Now this will still work because we've just got a line coming out for iron and a line coming out for coal, which is fine. And then they grab it into the forges, and then the forges put it out onto whatever conveyor is set to underneath. So that will still work absolutely fine by swapping them over. It then means that our iron can come in and go to the first one, and our coal can come in and go to the second one. So let's preempt that and build our arch. Be that tool can just be 2. Copy. Run that to there. Yep. There we go. Okay, okay. And we're going to remove those 3 lines there because they're not required. I'm really not sure whether I even need to put the silos here, if I'm honest with you. Could do away with the silos completely. And just have the lines come straight into the barns. Can't see any reason why I can't do that. I think I'm going to leave the silos there anyway. They're a little bit of a buffer. Give you a bit more oomph, shall we say. Right. Although they're not required, they're not harming anyone either, so that's fine. So you're completely full, you're completely full, you are not full at all, so you're iron, coal. Right, so if I then turn that on and turn, damn it, keep linking them up, and I don't think it matters, but I don't really want it to do that. Okay, so all we need to do now is turn on these 2. So let's pause this, let's get rid of this barn, we don't need that one there. Our train system isn't required to come along here anymore. In fact, our trains can kind of come to a complete stop. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 more carts, which just aren't required for anything. So where else to put them? Oh, I can just put them on the grass. I don't have to put them on the rail. Ah, okay. Didn't actually know that. Thought I had to put them on the rail. Apparently I don't. So quite good to know. Got that there. There. Okay, so that just takes them all off the carts, and they're not going to drive off anywhere because they've got no rails. So cool, right. So we then want to turn on our coal and our iron. So let's turn on our iron first. Iron first. And watch it go. Ah, see, this is what I thought it would do. You can actually see it through the rails. It isn't down below. But that's okay, because the carts would run with their tracks on either side. So it won't matter at all. Right, it looks quite cool actually, little marble run going on. And just see what I mean by the speed. Look how quickly that is travelling compared to how fast the trains were. The further you go with chutes, the faster things become. So, pretty awesome. And this obviously coming in and going straight into here, so it's going to work quite nicely. I'm going to let this empty out a little bit first before I turn the coal on. Not that it should matter, it should work straight off the bat anyway. Yeah, let's just turn it on and see. Turn that one on, and that's going to go 3 blocks and stop. Yes, it is. We need to add there. See them spread out as they go. They just get faster and faster as time goes on. Awesome. Of course, they hit the corner here and slow right down. There's not a great deal I can do about that. Although, it's not really a problem. I mean, here, they technically hit a corner and slow down as well, but because the next block is a storage, they just get straight and thrown into the storage. So, that's fine. And they're coming out onto the belt as fast as they're going in there. This will also back up because we're not using all the coal. It's going to have this wonderful domino effect of as one coal gets used, it's gonna snake along, which is also almost centipede along, I suppose is better words for that. Right. And this will still work here because that's fine, our cuts can get underneath it. We're not going that way. So everything is awesome. This looks like it is working. We do need to build the central pylon for our stone. So let's do that, shall we? I'm going to remove all of these fences because can't use those as now. We do have another problem here, and that is right there. Our stone has got to cross that path there, and although you can have chutes cross, if the chute is occupied, it won't go across. It won't. So if there's coal on the track, the stone can get across. So I need a way to get around that. I mean, ideally I should put coal on the last one, but there's no way I can reorganise this now to put coal on the last one. We could dip down under it, which wouldn't work because then we'd go under that, block that path off. Yeah, I can't really see how to do this now. I have it going uphill because chutes can't go up and over. Although I could put down conveyors, they could come along to the conveyors and go up and over, and then that would be a lot slower doing it that way. But I think that's about the only option I kind of have right now, is to go over like that. So let's we don't want that because that wants to be off. Let's do this there, there, and then you along up to there. And then we want to grab no, not chutes, we want to grab the no, not chutes, we don't want chutes, we want the other thing. We want oh, I removed them, didn't I? I removed all the bits of leaf here in readiness to put in arches. Let's just do that here and see what happens, shall we? Let's just do that. Let's just go bum 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 bum. There we go. Okay. And and we want to grab the wooden pillars, and wooden pillars are fine there and fine there, and yeah, I think I'll put pillars there. Now the workers having to walk around. He's going to deliver there, and he's walking all the way around the base. Come back again, which is fine. So you are actually going to get replaced with a cart. And you're going to take fish oil to the apothecary. And then you're going to go that way, which is fine. Why not? Okay, that's fine by me. That's fine. You can do that. We will change the other side at some point, but not right now. Not right now. So right now we need to go too high. Yeah, too high. So we have an issue there. Just too high? It is, it's just too high, so we need to do it here as well, which means we need to go over that flower. I don't really want to do that. What I want to do instead is get those, that. Oh no, I can't do that. Can't do that. It's got to be that. Means I'm afraid that flower's going to have to go. I think. I'm terribly sorry, flower, but you are going to have to go. Unless we can somehow remove that underneath and then put you back in. Is that possible? Flowers. We'll put in some lower flowers instead. There we go, like that. So we still have some flowers in the centre there, so carts can't do some weird things. But fine. I don't have to put these in as well. I could, for the centre bit, I could just run the chute down the centre directly, but I like them. I like them. I think they look good. 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, and I think that is going to be it. I think that's going to be us for grabbing stuff. I'm not sure how this is going to work here at the base. It isn't, because we have that little ramp in the base there, so I'm going to have to remove that, which does mean carts can get around there. So they can come back this way if they wanted to. Or I can fix that by putting in scaffolding like that. Then put in something to block it that's kind of invisible, is what I want to do, but we can't put it. Structure blocks. Road ramp? There. I think it was. The road ramp was what was originally there, but that's just going to be fine. Okay. Should be able to run this. I can't. Why can't I run this all the way? What's wrong? Ah, of course, we have an issue here with our carts. So, at the moment, we need to grab wooden pillars. Oh, dear, what have I done? That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah. go. Fire on those. Get the rail in. Get the chute in. Yep, there we go. Right. Chute into. See here. See that would technically work. It would allow the items to cross without jumping on two different chutes, but it won't actually do that because when there's coal sat there, the stone will just go thump and stop. So I need to go up and over, which is easier said than done because I can't do it with a chute. Well, I can do it with a chute, but that's not really. I don't know what the height is, what the speed's required to go up and over. I think if you get fast enough, you may be able to go up with chutes. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that, but I think if we did that, that would work. But that looks really, really horrible and janky and everything. That looks better. Okay, right. So let's pause the game. Put in a grabber there. I know our block underneath is pointless for being there, but is there. Turn on stone and watch it go. Yep, there we go. Okie dokie, we have another row of stone coming. It goes underneath there, no problem. It hits that, and that's where the bottleneck's going to be, which is understandable. That's does make sense. Oh, really? There we go. Right. So our bottleneck's going to be that hump, which yeah, it does make sense because that's obviously where everything's going to slow down. And if I wanted to speed it up, I could technically do it with a silo instead. Put a silo here and have the output, the input at the bottom and the output at the top. But I'm happy with that. I think I'm happy with that until we get to magic conveyor belts, which I never managed to achieve on my previous playthroughs. I don't. Well, actually, no. I think I did get some magic mana conveyor belts, but I don't think I got much further than that. Okay, so you're producing iron at a wonderful rate, and you're going. You are full now. Awesome sauce. Right, you are producing rails. You're pretty much done. You're metal conveyor belts, you're pretty much done. Your cloth conveyor belts, you are fine, and we do still have a cart grabbing the cloth conveyor belts from there as and when they are required. Our stone is dropping, which is fine. I was kind of hoping we might be able to get our research done. We're just over halfway. Wow, that takes a long time. So yeah, that's my solution to it. It doesn't look as if it actually added a great deal. I think if I put all three chutes together in the centre, it would have looked a bit worse than this. But this works. This is turning these bridges into proper industrial style bridges that can still travel carts down them. And look at that. Look, that's awesome. Bits moving, bits doing things. That's cool. I like that. We just need a bit of logic to go in to have the mine here go, because if I just turn the mine on now, it will fill the base and it will fill up every empty slot with stone, which is okay until I come to remove something that I don't have any of, and then it just goes nope, you can't store that anymore. So yeah, we've got a bit of coal we could get out of there as well. Needed nails we could get out of there. Rails, obviously I've got rails synced into there. I would like to empty the base completely of everything, put it into barns and stuff, or put it elsewhere, do other things, and then just set up things that you want to do as you go. But would be nicer if I remembered to do that from the start of the game, just going, alright, so I'm going to need wood, I'm going to need stone, I'm going to need planks, I'm going to need this, I'm going to need that, and have one of each sort of thing stored in there that you know you're going to require. Coal and iron, not so much, don't really need those. So yeah, not sure why you're struggling to output stuff. We're knocking into each other at places, I think, here. Yeah, I think that's this is something that I have noticed happens a couple of times. You'll get this weird sort of... They bash into each other early on and then keep knocking. You just have to stop things and start them again. And everything speeds up and everything goes fine. And then after a while, something will happen and they'll start doing that nudgy thing again, which is odd. I'm not sure why it does that. So yeah, just a very odd one. I think if that was coming straight out and down, it would be better. The fact it's doing a rock might be an issue. But I don't know. I'm not entirely sure on that. But you're outputting straight into there anyway. And then that's outputting down to there, and then that's all come to a dead halt because it's not needed anyway. So that's awesome, and we do need more stone, so I'm going to turn on our stone mine anyway right now. So that's 715%. That's got every block it can have, I believe. No, it hasn't. No, it's actually missing some blocks around the outsides. So this could potentially go faster. It's missing 3, 6, 9, 12 blocks. So I think 800 is about the fastest it can go. And then comes to a stop. Yeah, see, this one's going to have a knockback because there's a corner, and that slows them down. Then when they catch up with each other, they get nudged back. So that's where that issue is going to come along. But the great thing about the mines is that you can have workers. One worker, and it can operate at fantastical speed because of the resources around it. A little weird, but hey ho. Okay, so this is going to fill up now, that's going to back up, and then that's going to cause all the nudginess again, but it's fine, it's fine. The system works, I'm happy with this. We're outputting faster than we're inputting. Well, we're outputting at the same speed we're inputting, that's again fine. Our wood storage is actually really bad. Why is this? I'm going to turn you back up to full whack. Outputting fast enough? Yes, yeah, you're outputting fast enough. Again, this is one where if these ever hiccup and you cause it just one to stutter in the centre, the forester will just fill up on its output and won't be able to put them out fast enough. So that's a problem. Yeah, so hopefully we can get this going here. So that means our research stalled a little bit because obviously we didn't have enough wood going in. Now we do. Now we are completely full of wood, and this is actually filling up with wood, which is awesome because that's what we need. I'm going to speed up this lumber mill as well. So we've used a lot of wood building all this system here. So yeah. But as I said, I think that's made the bridge look just as industrial as it should be, really. Hopefully we can get some research done now and we can get some things going. It makes a really nice change to have our wood backed up. Very nice change. and that's just because we aren't doing anything more. So to upgrade the base, we need to get mana, which is another research. Yeah, we've got time. It's fine. It's fine. We're getting there. You are. Oh, of course, you've run out of fuel because we had a silo here and we were siphoning off coal. You're going to have a coal wagon. But the only way I can think of doing that you're still doing stupid journeys. I really don't understand those journeys. Down and around rather than straight across. Surely that's a faster route, but maybe because it's trying to figure it out to here first. I don't know. I don't know how it works, but we could also upgrade this to trains at some point, but we will do. We will upgrade this to train. This will get onto the train network because I might put more things down here. Don't know what yet, but we may put more things down there. And as I said, I would like to build a bridge across to there to do so. But then I'm really tempted to change this up and have this lumber mill feed like 5 barns, so we have 1,000 planks in storage, and we have, like, say 2 of these barns, so we can get even more wood in storage. So we'll do that, and we'll do that, and we'll come around like that. And then I would have over here, in this area here, a lumber mill just grabbing these trees here, producing books. We'll bring the leather over from here and have a workshop produce, although it could be done here, producing books, and then we could transport books over to a school, which would be here, which would make sense. School being here does make logical sense because it's school and this is town, so that makes sense in my head. Yeah, and we'd have the trains come along and drop books off, I suppose. Yeah. Okay, anyway, that's where we're going to bring this episode to a close. I think I'm happy with what I've done here. It did take me a bit longer than I thought, but I was being very indecisive about what was what with it. So anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this one. I hope to see you again next time, and until then, as always, have fun.